Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. We're back in the lab again, and we are starting back up with the ethanol production here at the high school. We just did a flame test on our latest distillation. Mr. McDowell, what was the percentage on that again?
92.
So 92% is what we've got coming off of our still today. This was pure sugar, right?
Yes.
With yeast nutrients, right?
Yes.
All right, so pure sugar with yeast nutrients. So this is kind of one of our baselines that we give our students. It's a chance to just look at the pure ingredients. And then from here, they're going to go on and start experimenting with different feedstocks. So for us, again, ethanol production is something new. It's something we're learning as we're going through. And we had something actually very interesting happen to our distillation. So I'm going to show that to you real quick. So I think the camera's picking it up okay. You can see that this run is almost like a light, milky, cloudiness to it. Not as pure and crystal clear as it should be. So we know we've got some contamination of some kind in here, and we're thinking that most likely it's contamination coming from the still, possibly copper from the unit itself. But what we're going to have to do is we'll actually set the unit back up. We'll put in our ethanol, and then we'll rerun it through there to get it a little bit more pure. Now, as far as what we're using it for, we're running it through small engines. It's probably not going to hurt too much if one run is like that, but hey, this is a chemistry lab, so if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. We're going to make things look perfect. So that's just part of our learning process, is to go through there and figure out what's going on, what we need to fix, and kind of see what the results of that are. And I was hoping I'd see some sort of residue in the petri dish after we did a flame test on it, but it doesn't seem to have left an apparent residue on that. But then again, this is our still setup again, and we're just getting going for the season or for the school year. So more will continue. I'll come back and do a few more videos. And then there's the ones that I'm sure some of you are really waiting for, which is when we take that ethanol and we put it in our small engines and we run them. But we're not going to just run it in a lawnmower this year. We are hand building our cycle carts. So a cycle cart is pretty much like a go-kart, except it's modeled after a 1920s or 1930s race car. So it's got a little bit more flair and a little bit more style to it. Get the lights back on in here. And my students are working on those, so they're working through the whole process. Right now we're working through suspensions. Then we got to do steering systems. We've got to do brakes. Then we'll be working on the body and where do you put your passenger or operator. Yeah, so we're continuing on. A lot of stuff going on in the shop. I think there's another one getting ready. Yep, looks like we've got another run set up here. Mr. McDowell, is that a wheat?
That's wheat, yeah.
That's wheat? Okay. So the lab is set up for the students to go through and do our, see if I can remember this right, our amylase conversion of the wheat so that we can free the sugars and allow the yeast to be able to feed on that. So we are set up here for the next run. So the class is working on that. And again, the whole reason that we do ethanol production here in the school, it's kind of multifaceted. One, it is definitely chemistry and it is definitely biology, but also it is about renewable fuels and how we're going to move forward as a society to power our society in a more ecological friendly manner. So yeah, that's an update for this year. So I hope you're learning something. Stay tuned for things that are coming up. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.